3, 2, 1, upload.
I notice you're really lonely and sad, and you often express your feelings as anger.
You, Helen.
It's good to speak to you. Thanks very much for speaking to me, and congratulations on the episodes that I've seen so far of the second season.
Thanks. Yeah, they've been a long time coming.
Yeah, and I was going to say, so I mean, I know that when you created the first season, you had certain plot points that were already kind of set in stone, but there were certain things that I read that you wanted to leave a bit open. So coming into the second season, coming to it a little bit later than maybe you expected, what were the biggest hurdles for you in kind of coming up with where to go next with the story?
Well, it's a very rich world with a lot of imaginative elements that you have to create using visual effects. So the execution is the hardest part. You can think of a lot of things that then you have to sit down and go, well, how exactly are we going to shoot that? How are we going to show that? So some of it is the hardest part, I guess, would be the execution. I think that when people watch the show, they come to it at different times. So there's people that have seen season 1 for the first time last week, and it's very convenient for them that they're rolling right into season 2. But other people have been waiting since it came out. But we're trying to make it with an eye to the long term so that, you roll from the end of season 1 directly into the beginning of season 2. And we're just following the story. And, the two romantic leads are on separate paths. They're going in different directions, and we're using it to find out more about the world. Nora's up in the woods with this sort of protest movement, and we're meeting the different strands of that philosophy, and she's trying to figure out what she believes and how she thinks a fair version of a digital afterlife would work. And Nathan is feeling very guilty that his ex-girlfriend uploaded for him, and he's sort of pursuing that relationship, but eventually the strands will come back together. And we're just trying to do a show that's filled with a lot of different values. Like there's a mystery part, there's a romance part, there's a lot of comedy in it, there's some science fiction, there might be a few moments of horror just to shock you and make you sit up in your seat. And I'm just trying to surprise the audience and be as entertaining as possible.
I got so much to tell you. We've had one extremely difficult Karen.
Let me speak to a manager.
What seems to be the problem?
You're a moron.
You've been cheating on me.
Ingrid gave up everything and uploaded for me.
I'm with someone too.
I've been cheating on you.
Oh, it's all good, brother. That was weird.
So weird.
I think watched the first season, the satire, it struck me that maybe you were very much a Luddite, or you had kind of this animosity towards technology, but it's very much the opposite case now. So where did that satire towards the type of advanced technology that's in the show come from, because of you being such this tech nerd, if you will?
Well, I mean, I think that there's so much that's happening now. I mean, the amount of new things that are being put out is gigantic, and you're always told when a new thing comes out that it's terrific because someone is wanting to get your money for it. So they're only kind of leaning into the positives. So like you're told, oh, Facebook's great. It's a way to find out what the guys in high school are doing. And then later you're like, oh, it also got rid of democracy and journalism. Oops. So, they never tell you about the bad parts. So I think that technology can be super great and exciting and positive and optimistic, but it can also have a lot of unintended consequences. And that is a very similar structure to how comedy works. Somebody walks out and they're expecting great things and they trip and they fall on their face. And a lot of new technologies do that also. And so the structure is good for humor.
We're taking this place over.
Oh, it's on!
Thank you.
Place your bets.
You can listen in on any upload.
Do me.
My God, look at her. She's so beautiful.
And the last question, I mean, you created all this technology that could maybe exist in a near future. Is there something there that you've come up with that you think, well, I could really do with this in my home?
Well, I definitely want a food printer. I love the idea that, I just go to the grocery store once at the beginning of the month and I get a big fat cartridge, a carbohydrate cartridge, and a protein cartridge, and I put them in my printer. And then at any point I can just download a recipe and press a button and it makes a steak or something. I don't know.
That would have been perfect for the COVID lockdown, certainly. Yeah.
Exactly. You wouldn't need DoorDash.
That's fantastic. Well, thank you so much for your time, Greg. I wish you the best of the luck with the series. I'm sure it's going to go down really well. And I hope to speak to you again sometime soon.
Yeah, that would be great. Take care.
All right. Take care. All the best.
Welcome to Upload, your digital afterlife. Uploads live a life of luxury, pleasure, but they lack something that makes death worth living. Prototypes!
Congrats, Mommy.